Welcome to this video presentation here at Wimbledon Carriage Company. Here we have the Mercedes-Benz A35 AMG on a 71 plate, as you can see. I'm going to start off firstly by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of it. From the outside, you can see it's a 5-door car with black alloy wheels, tinted windows of course, and that black roof spoiler as well. We're going to start off inside the boot area of the vehicle first of all. As we approach the back of the car, you can see that we've got those twin tailpipes, we've got reversing sensors, plenty of boot space as well, along with the 3 individually folding rear seats, should you wish to increase this space even further again. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside of it from there. Now that we've done a full circle though, the first thing you can see is that those alloy wheels are in pristine condition the whole way around, as is the bodywork for this fantastic looking car. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials first of all. Over on the left-hand side, we have a digital readout for the speedometer. We have the rev counter, dead center, and over on the right-hand side, we have a digital readout, as you can see, for that rev counter. Also, from that right-hand side at the bottom, you can see what gear this car is in. It's an automatic. We, of course, are in park at the moment. Down at the bottom left-hand corner, we then have the fuel gauge for the car. This car's done at about 18,500 miles currently. You can change the way the information is displayed up here. So you can see the menus that I'm swiping through at the moment. Any piece of information that you want displayed up there can be. And you can also, if we swipe all the way to the right-hand side here, you can actually change the layout of the dials themselves. So we could go to sport, and you can see there that we've got more traditional looking dials with speedometer on the left and rev counter on the right-hand side. Changing all of that information is very, very easy. So over on the right-hand side of the steering wheel, we have this home button, which will take you to the menus we were looking at. You can swipe across this black button just here, and when you want to enter any of these menus, simply push it down. So if we went back to styles and display, you can go there. For example, we can select classic, and the dials are now in a classic format. You'll notice these buttons are repeated over on this side. These buttons are for the central display, but work in exactly the same way as these buttons do for this display. We've also got our cruise control and speed limiter over here, our stereo and phone controls over there. You can shift down or up a gear manually with this automatic gearbox. So over into that central screen, as I said, you have exactly the same controls as we had a moment ago. So you can go to your home screen, you can swipe through the various options up on here, or you can use this pad just here, which works like a trackpad on a laptop would. So you can see me swiping, and that is mirrored up on the screen. So starting over on the left-hand side, you can, of course, pair your phone up to the vehicle. We have satellite navigation, really nice, clear, wide color display, and you can have that in both locations at the same time, should you wish to. Back out to that home screen, we have our DAB, FM, and AM radio. Media is where you'll listen to your own music. We have Bluetooth audio, USB input, as you can see. You can also connect up your smartphone for Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, for example. Loads of different settings that you can run through up on that screen. If we pop the vehicle into reverse, you'll also see a full color reversing camera on the left-hand side and a visual guide to the parking sensors on the right-hand side. Working our way down, we have the dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the passenger and driver temperature down and up, of course. You can increase and decrease the fan speed in the car. You can turn your air conditioning on. It's on when that red light shows. Same button to turn it off again, or hit auto. The car will now take full control for you to maintain the temperatures that you asked for. You can override that at any time you wish to. Below that, we have this section that opens up. Inside here, we have plenty of storage, USB-C input, 2 cup holders. You can obviously close this over whenever you wish to. Main volume for your stereo. The trackpad we went through just a moment ago. You can change the driving setup of the car just here. These buttons will take you directly into certain menus if you'd rather not use this. And then we have this where you can rest your hand in order that you use that trackpad in the first place. Last thing I wanted to mention is the sunroof we have just here. So we have the sun blind. This will open all the way up, and as you can see, that lets in a huge amount of extra light to the cabin area of the car. The last thing I wanted to mention is the paperwork we have for the vehicle. So firstly, the envelope here contains the spare keys, so 2 keys in total. The V5 registration document showing it's a one-owner car from new. And then digital service records from Mercedes-Benz themselves, showing here the next service isn't due until January of 2026. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, or you'd like a live bespoke video tour, please feel free to give us a call here at Wimbledon Carriage Company. We'd love to hear from you soon.